Well, hi guys, hello, welcome to Warwickshire Outdoors. Today I've come into a small piece of permission woodland that I have to show you the trail cam that I normally use. It's been out for about 2 weeks. I only intended to put it out for about a week, but because of me being quite ill all last week, it was out for a bit longer than normal. So I'm just going to show you where I've set it up and see if we've captured something. And hope you can join me for that, and I'll show you some footage if I've captured some footage. Fingers crossed, eh? See you soon. There's quite a bit of storm damage here, lots of broken branches and limbs. There's lots of debris all over the floor here, and the trail that we normally follow up to camp now is blocked by this big tree that's come down. So I'm going to have to follow a very thin trail through the bluebells, which are sprouting up, ready for spring, and then come out the other side that way. So you can see this big massive tree trunk, and if we look up here, that's where it's broken from. So this is where we normally have camp, and this is the tree that has the camera attached to it. So guys, this is the wonderful tree where the camera was attached. I've just got here, I've just taken it down. It was just up here, and as we pan around, this is where the action takes place. I've just had a quick trip through some of the footage, and it has taken footage. There's 30 odd clips on there, and one of the first ones I did see was a clip of a fox which walked across these logs and sat just there. Looking very quickly, there is quite a few clips of muntjac and roe. And although I have to look at it a bit closer, it looks like there's a clip of a badger chasing a deer off that way, then the badger walks back here. So as I say, this is where most of the action takes place. I'm trying to get into track and sign at the moment, and I've had a quick look around, tried to see if I can see any sign that goes with the activity that I saw, but I'm not very good at it. I'm very new at this. There is a track that goes through there, on there, up to the back of the woods, which you can see, and you can also see that there is a real thick carpet of bluebells coming out here at the moment. Luckily I've managed to come through a trail the other side of the there's the fallen tree that I showed you. Follow a trail through without stepping on them, and luckily where we normally camp just here, there's not many. They are started to come round here, which they don't normally, but at least this is all free, and there is a path through them to try and avoid them as much as possible. So guys, here's the camera, Browning, as I say. It's I think they retail now for about between 180 to 190 pounds, which is, I think I paid about 180 pounds for it several years ago. As I say, I've had it several years. It's never let me down. It's been out in all sorts of weathers, rain, snow, ice, all sorts, and it just works. There are cheaper ones out there, there are more expensive ones out there. This has got quite good night vision, and it's quite easy to set up the way you want it to, and it's also got good HD quality video during the day. So I'll show you a close-up of the interface and how it actually works now, and I'll also show you how I normally attach it to the trees. So guys, here we have a close-up of the camera. Got the model number and everything in there. This is the main user interface. There's an eject button to get the batteries out, on and off mode, so you can put it into playback or record or wherever, and this is the way you navigate the menu. So if I turn it on, there's a picture of me looking at the camera. You see here there's a countdown. You've got 30 seconds to get out the way, and then it will start recording. So if we go into mode, there's all sorts of menus. So you can go into camera setup, so you can set the day, time, the way it operates, photo quality, all sorts of stuff. Go into playback, go back to the home screen, do all sorts of stuff. So if you go to playback, there's a clip here, and that's me in bed the other night messing about with the camera. This is the clip where if you just press play, Isaac and I left the camera here the other day. Next clip, that's just walking off and leaving the camera. It obviously picked up our movement. Oh, there's a deer. The train going by in the distance. Oh, cool, look at this. Roe deer. Very cool. Looks like he's got little antlers, but we'll have a look when he blow it up on the screen. Another deer shot. Some fox, more deer. So this is the way you go through, and you can delete these or do whatever you want with them. So I'm going to turn that off, and then basically you close that up, and that clip's closed. This heavy duty clip that just snaps shut. Like that. There we go. There is a place here where you can plug it in to another power supply. There's a bit here where you can screw it onto a stand, and on the back here you've got the brackets that hold it onto the tree. It comes with a canvas, well, say canvas, it's like a strap and a rucksack kind of thing, a big long strap which goes through there, and a very tough like crocodile clip to fix it to the trees, but it's not very secure. So you've got these little holes here, and what I've done is invested in this beast, which is a python grip, python lock. And this is really tough, like steel rope inside, and they're supposed to be quite good. So this is the way I tend to secure it now to the trees. You can see why they call it a python lock, can't you? I think you've seen them on one of my videos before, but I thought I'd give you a close-up look at that. And it's locked by a key. There you go. That's the python lock. So this is a great place for observing wildlife. There's woodland just over there, and another one just over there, probably, I don't know, 200-300 yards away. In the top of the trees there are crow's nests, and my favourite pastimes around here is watching the buzzards encroach onto the crows' territory, and then the crows will attack the buzzards and chase them out of their territory. That's fascinating to watch. You'd always think that a buzzard would just attack a crow, but they don't. The crows seem to chase the buzzards off. Obviously the buzzards are looking maybe for young or eggs maybe, but they seem to do it all year round. So it's just the fact that they're encroaching onto their territory gets the crows cross, and the crows attack them, and so you can see an aerial dogfight going on, and it's absolutely fantastic to see. Coming out and spending time observing wildlife is one of my favourite things to do, and it's really worth spending time when you come out to woodland environment excuse me, or any outdoor environment, getting your senses back into tune. I've just listened to the new Ray Mears book, the We Are Nature, and I know it's mentioned in a lot of stuff, but it's really worth taking the time to get your eyes in tune, your ears and your sense of smell, because I normally find once you sit in a woodland environment, the best thing to do is just to stay still for a while, don't do anything, or come in, set up your camp and then just sit, and you find that you start to see things, pick up things with your hearing, smell things that you perhaps wouldn't smell normally, because our senses are so overloaded normally, and we kind of lose touch with what we're capable of doing, and that's a fantastic thing to do. You start to just reconnect a little bit more. And the fact that this very small area that I've just showed you is so packed with life is incredible, really. I think the British countryside is absolutely fantastic. It's lush, it's green, there's wonderful plant life, trees, wildlife, well, it's teeming with wildlife, and as I said earlier, I'm trying to get into tracking and sign, and it's quite a difficult skill to learn, and I'm lucky at the moment if I'll spot the odd deer track. Having a quick flick through the clips, obviously I'm aware that there are badger here, which I knew because I'd seen the sign of badger before, and I knew there were deer here. So I've just spent an hour or so having a look round, and all I can find is two little deer footprints. I actually haven't been able to spot any badger footprints, whether that's me not being very good or whether the badger was walking around on tiptoes, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to spend a bit longer here and maybe get a drink on the go. I put my binoculars out with me. I never go anywhere without these. I'll show you these one of the days. I've had these for about 10 years now, and they're fantastic. They're Nikon. They're brilliant, just the right size, very powerful, and I can sit for ages just watching wildlife from a distance from these. With these, they just you can just reach out that much further and see that much more detail. So I'm going to sit here with binoculars for a while, get a drink on, and then see if I can see anything today. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know what it looks like on the big screen yet. Obviously I'll know that when I edit the film, but flicking through it looks pretty good. The clips I've got, I'm really chuffed with it. The fact that there's so much life in this very small area when we're not here is absolutely brilliant, and is something that we should all appreciate. You know, when we go out to the smallest of woodlands, we're just a guest really, and we should take care of it and appreciate it, as I'm sure you all do. There's lots of people out there that don't, and it's a real shame. But I hope you enjoyed that look at the camera. If you're thinking about getting one, I think they're a good investment if you really like wildlife. That, in conjunction with just sitting still with a pair of binoculars, will give you hours of pleasure. Sometimes it's worth waiting 2 or 3 hours or even a day just to get a glimpse of something cool, you know. A glimpse of a deer, a badger at night, wherever it might be. It gives me a great feeling, and I really enjoy it. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and I'm going to get packed up now, and I will see you soon, and thank you very much for watching. Bye guys. One thing I forgot to mention is that I forgot my GoPro camera today. I've tempted to come out and get this camera a couple of times, and it's kind of gone wrong. Things have gone wrong. So third time lucky. I got here and realised I left my GoPro. And when I come out to make a film, I only ever bring one camera with me, and that's the GoPro. And I use one camera for everything. So I had my iPhone in my pocket, so I've got my iPhone out, and I've shot everything today on an iPhone. So it'll be interesting to see how that looks and sounds. Anyway, there you go. There's my confession of the day. So guys, I've just got home and opened my boot and realised that the GoPro was in my boot all along.